Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
All my homies spin the block, hit the gas, hit the gas.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.
On a Friday night inside the Arrington Ice Arena for this top 10 matchup, it's the Adrian College Bulldogs facing off against the Flames of Liberty University in this women's ACHA Division I contest. Hello friends, my name is Nathan Lindner, joined alongside Josh Mitchell. And Josh, tonight we get to see the last two national champions of women's ACHA D1 hockey. Liberty, who won their 6th championship in 7 years, just this last March. And can you guess who broke in 2024? That's right, it was the Bulldogs winning the first ever women's national championship in Adrian College history. With two powerhouse programs facing off tonight, both recent national champions, what kind of tone or intensity do you expect from this matchup right from the opening puck drop?
You expect this to be an intense, hard-fought game. Liberty has a fantastic record against Adrian all time, but in recent years, Adrian has been on the surge, and Liberty, they come into the Arrington and they got to look up and see a national championship banner hanging on the wall that they feel should have been hanging in their arena.
Yeah, 6th championship in 7 years. And a fun fact, actually, is that since 2014, every year, the national championship has either been Liberty University or Miami of Ohio, except Adrian in 2024. So it's just unbelievable program here we got with Liberty University, a top 3 team. They're ranked number 3rd nationally, and Adrian College ranked number 9th nationally. We'll see how they get things going here. 33 seconds in, already a face-off in Liberty's end. It's Turnbull in there, won by the Bulldogs. Scoville, left point, gonna dump it down low off of the boards. Gregory fanned one on into the net. Now Turnbull back up near the blue line. Liberty looks to break out. Here's Chloe Moses down low into the middle, battles between the legs, nearly lost it. Out there, Sophia Adamick loses it. Flames have to retreat, now battling near the boards of the Bulldogs bench. Flames repossess and now look to break out again. Here's Craig, dumps it down to the boards. They look for a change. Bulldogs stay out there.
The Bulldogs will have to watch the passing lanes tonight. Liberty leads the land in assists, so they're going to be looking to pass that puck around. The Bulldogs are going to have to really watch out for that. And of course, on the other side for Liberty, it's going to be Allison Shaw, the former Bulldog. She has 11 assists through the first 6 games, almost 2 assists a game. So she's the one really orchestrating a lot of this offense for Liberty.
Yeah, keep your eye on her, number 44 in the blue. Last 4 years here at Adrian College, instrumental in that national championship back in 2024. Her, along with Tess McCarrow, a couple of seniors now gone. Sachel sends a shot on net. That's going to go wide. Picked up by Robinson. And a backhand on there. It was Kuzminski instead.
Liberty has not given up a goal this season through the first 6 games, and they're averaging almost 10 goals per game.
Nadia Nickel looks to break things out. Wiltshire now a turnover in the both defensive end for the Bulldogs. Haley Wiltshire now has it again near the boards, broken up nicely by Oakes. Fussy outside. Haggart, miscommunication now. Sophia Adamek in front, sends a shot on net, blocked in front. No one can find it. Loose, backhands and found into the glove and area of Riley Jesse Girelli, the graduate student, between the pipes here for Adrian College tonight.
Yeah, she's putting up a great season so far. A 95.3% save percentage, 3rd highest among goalies with at least 6 games played.
Yeah, and last week, her game was just absolutely amazing. A 34-save shutout against Minot State, and then 52 shots, made 51 saves, so she really is the backbone of the Bulldogs defense here. Down around the boards, Ward battling with Battles. There's Wiltshire in there with Tristan Craig. Out to shot the blue line, fires one in off of the body of Ward. Haggart gets it out, Bulldogs on the rush. Here's Genesee Williams. Outside the hash marks up and over into the glove of the goaltender for the Liberty Flames tonight, Alexandra Keith.
Alexandra Keith in net for Liberty. She's only played in 3 of their 6 games. They have 3 goalies who have all seen action this season. Like I said, still pitching a shutout through 6 games. Adrian gonna hope to try and break that trend here tonight.
Offensive zone draw 1. Shot on quickly by the Bulldogs. Now Gregory has it, the left dash. In front, Turnbull nearly had a shot on net, and Beauchamp looks to break it out at her own blue line. Robinson with the stick, they dump it down low, no icing. Nickel is there to clean it up, along with Pedham Shand. Gregory out wide, now it's Robinson. Robinson, open net, fires one on, blocked it away easily by Keith. Beauchamp looks to break things out. Here's Fussy. Nice move to get past Kuzminski, sends a slap shot away and easily into the glove of Jesse Girelli.
Great job so far by that Bulldog defense. And you'll take those kind of opportunities if you're on this Bulldog side. That's okay. What you can't have is Liberty getting in their half-court set, passing the puck back and forth. Like I said, they lead the conference in assists.
Liberty controls the draw on the offensive end. Lefebvre sends a shot on, backhanded in front. Morris battling with a flame. Now it's Kuzminski on the near side boards, upended by Battles. Lefebvre in there along with Valentina Young. Bulldog hits the ice, no call. They play on Craig, out to Battles. Back to Craig, one time, missed in front. Escapes, now Maya Reyes corrals the puck. Battles right on her hip.
Liberty does not commit a lot of fouls, and that might be one there. Liberty, the second least penalized team in the entire conference. They've only spent 8 minutes in the box this entire season, and they're going to go into the box here.
Yeah, in comparison, Adrian averages 5 penalty minutes a game. Going into the box for Liberty was Haley Battles, number 12. I remember when she came here last year with Liberty, she got into the box early on, but ended up scoring a goal late in the game.
Haley Battles, a leader for this Flames team. She has 8 goals on the season for them, leading the way for Liberty.
Controlled breakout here. Nadia Nickel behind the pipes. Looks out for Williams. Weaving between 2 Flames defenders across the blue line. Got Wiltshire on her left. Williams goes down looking for the wraparound. Got Robinson out near the left dot. Robinson fanned on a D-to-D passing. Now Nickel looks to enter again, but they're going to retreat. Nearly a turnover as Sarar was there. And a stick goes up. Going to be interference called against the Bulldogs here. It's Chloe Gregory heading to the box, and now we're going to have offsetting penalties against each team. We'll go 4-on-4 for the next 82 seconds.
Great crowd here tonight. The Bulldog student fans, they are showing up out here in the stands, and a decent crowd made the trip up from Liberty as well.
Oh yeah, Liberty always travels very well, as we saw just a couple of weeks ago when the men's team came out here to play Adrian College. It's pink night here as Breast Cancer Awareness Week continues here around Adrian College. 100 pink t-shirts were given out at the start of the game tonight. And as you can see with the Bulldogs, they got the pink tape there on the sticks. Weaving through, Adamek. Dishes it for Beauchamp. Kuzminski in there.
That's exactly what the Bulldogs need to do. You need to control the passing lanes. That's how you slow down this Liberty attack.
Morris, a shot on net. Now Beauchamp will corral it down behind her own net. Adamek picks it up. Hounded by Morris. Sophia Adamek still has it on her tape. Looking to break things out. 40 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Craig. Missed pass with Beauchamp. Flames have to reset. Beauchamp doesn't see Williams right behind her. Breaks things up. Wiltshire gets it out at the blue line for Ward. Sends a shot on net and right into the belly of Alex Keith.
Bulldogs are doing their best so far to try and break this shutout streak through 6 games for Liberty. And the Bulldogs have scored in each of the last 10 games that they've played against Liberty, going back to 2023, that championship campaign. So hope they can at least get some goals in the back of the net here tonight.
Moses carries this one onto the shadow of the boards, underneath the goal, and now Fussy. Ward backhands it along the near side corner. Here's Nickel, hounded by Pedham Shan out near the red line. Peebles, Wiltshire got a stick on it. There's Battles out of the box. Wiltshire couldn't get to the puck and easily covered up onto the glove of Keith.
Covered up here, and in the history of this matchup, like we said, over the last 12 years, these two teams have played 36 times against each other. Liberty averages 4 goals a game, but in every game that Adrian has either won or tied, they've held Liberty to less than 4 goals.
Now Adamek down underneath her own red line. Robinson in there, hounded by Emerson Oaks. Rats, fans on a shot. Now she goes D to D with Sachel. Sachel sends one on nearly in front, an open net. As Robinson was in there. Now Flames break it out. Adamek broken up in front by Sachel, took one to the body. Peebles lets one on go into the chest. Bulldogs full strength will have a draw in their own end.
Back to 6-on-6, and I tell you, this game is very balanced so far. As we said, it's a top 10 matchup. Liberty coming in third, Adrian down at 9, but this has been everything you could want through the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's a huge rivalry. Adrian and Liberty, they see each other a lot, 4 times a year, usually more than any other team that you see. Play 2 at home, 2 away. Now Williams picks it up, across the red line into the offensive zone. Got Haggart on her back. Hounded into the boards by Pelletier, took a hit. Moses corrals. Looks to break things out into the middle. Off the boards for Lee. On back and forth, Pelletier D to D with LaFave.
Like you said, it's important to stay out of the box here if you're the Bulldogs. You're right in the middle of the pack in terms of amount of penalties you've taken this season, but Liberty is an excellent team. They don't go to the box very often, so you cannot let them get the player advantage.
Yeah, with 2 teams so evenly matched, any kind of advantage you give the opposition, they're surely to take advantage of it. One time, Nickel dumps it down low. Bulldogs on the attack again. Robinson in front for Turnbull. Couldn't connect with the stick. Now Beauchamp breaks things out. 3-on-3. That one off the back of Robinson. Now Brenna Ward to take it. Banks it off the boards behind her own net. Here come the Bulldogs. It's Chloe Gregory. And Adamek works it back for Oaks. Oaks nearing the red line. Weaves past a couple of defenders. 3-on-2. Here's Oaks, sends a shot on net, and Girelli easily able to corral it.
Girelli, like we said, 3rd highest save percentage among goalies who have played at least 6 games. She is everything for this Bulldog team in net. And like I said, she's going to have to be special tonight. For the Bulldogs to really have a high-quality chance to win this game, like you said, the expectation is you need to hold Liberty to no more than 4 goals, absolute max.
You know, I think Adrian College would really like to be under that 4 goals. Even can be a lot, especially the way they've been playing the last couple of games. Got shut out a couple of times in a 1-1 shootout just last weekend. Here's Peebles lets one go as Emerson Oaks. And now Adamek fans on a shot near the corner. Rats and Reyes down behind the net. And there's Young. Down to the corner. Valencia Young picks it up into the middle. Bouncing around. Now the Bulldogs look to break out. Young gets tripped up and no call. Crowd absolutely hounding on the officials here after that one. Here's Zoya Adamek. Move around Ava Sachel. Both kind of take a tumble into the corner. Sachel puts Fussy into the ground. Things getting chippy here early on. We'll see how the referees call this one. Here's Allison Shaw, the former Bulldog. Down low, Battles absolutely just elbowed Sachel down low in front of the net.
The refs are letting them play to this point.
Jesse Girelli calms things down. Sachel picks it up. Goes behind for Williams. Bulldogs just got to look to get things out. I think they want to change here. Sachel into the corner again. Down and around. Rats. Swooping in there was Beauchamp. Beauchamp got it again. Can she get a shot off? She can't. And it's Haggart. Bulldogs looking to clear it down. Will go all the way down. Hand goes up for icing. And the whistle is blown. So the Bulldogs unit is still left out on the ice.
Unfortunate. They really wanted that line change. But now these 5 skaters are going to have to stay out on the ice. And like you said, this Bulldog fan base really into this game.
No goals thus far early on, over 10 minutes into the first period. Shots pretty even, sitting at 6-7 in favor of the Liberty Flames. Nearly turned over. Beauchamp throws one on net off of the body of a Liberty defender. Jesse Girelli has lost her stick, but Rats able to try to get up. And Girelli covers it up under the glove. A lot of pounds onto the glass for the Bulldog faithful here. They'll finally get a change.
Yeah, that change that they were so desperate for. And that was actually very dangerous as the puck was just loose. Girelli went down on the ice, not able to cover it up the first time, but wraps around, able to collect it there.
Defensive zone draw here for the Bulldogs. It's lost. Peebles going to dump it down low. In there is Zosia Adamek, the sister of Sophia Adamek. Also, I believe, have either a brother or another close relative on the men's Liberty Division I team. That one front, that one squirts away. Taylor Robinson first to it for the Bulldogs, trying to clear it out again. Past the stick, and now Gregory out on the rush. All by herself in there with Peebles. Gregory, now here comes Turnbull to her aid. Morris at the right point. Sends a floater down there off of the backhand. First to it here is Turnbull. She goes down off of the hands of Peebles. Down low, Robinson kicks it out for Morris. D-to-D with Scoville. Sends one on net, looking for a tip in front. Backhand, not in the goal. Fussy looking to break things out, but Scoville in there. Bulldogs still on the rush. Taylor Robinson. Turnbull gonna dump it down low. Herself and Robinson go for a change. Lefebvre into the corner now with Kuzminski. Reyes takes one off the shins. It's dumped back into the corner here. Lefebvre down there with Craig. 2 Bulldogs, 2 Flames working against each other right behind the goal. Now here's Battles looking to break things out. Flips it over to the defender. At the red line, they look to dump things back in. Lefebvre now outside for Shaw. She loses it. Turnover. Here's Rats up top. No good. Instead, it was Haggart. Didn't see the 1 in front of the 9 on her jersey there. Battles 1 against 2, even with a back checker. Gets through. Nearly got a shot off there. Brenna Ward. Ward still got it. Beauchamp on her back. Williams tried to dump it in. Wiltshire on there hugging the blue line. One linesman here in tonight's game, 2 referees. And now Oaks across the blue line here. Down low underneath the end line. Rats takes a hit into the boards. Liberty looks to set up the offensive attack. Here's Adamek. Sends a shot on net, looking for a tip, bouncing around. No one can find it. And in the middle, over the crease, and they look to cover it up, and now a couple pushes and shoving here after the whistle. I tell you what, this is some of the most energy I've seen in this crowd for this women's D1 matchup we got here. Really what we like to see.
Yeah, just fighting right in front of the net, pushing and shoving afterwards. You see the fans, they're into it. The players are into it, and this is everything you could want from a top 10 matchup through 13 minutes.
This is the kind of atmosphere we love to see here at the AIA. It's also family weekend here for the Dogs.
A lot of big games on campus this weekend. Obviously, 2 games between these 2 programs here tonight and then another tomorrow. Of course, football, they got a top 25 matchup as well. A lot of action going on around campus.
Peebles dumps that one down. Liberty goes for a full line change. Here's Morris. Goes diagonally with it. Picked up by Sophia Adamek. Skates underneath the shadow of the scoreboard. Still got it on her stick. Adamek dumps it off for Craig. She sends a shot on net. Battles look to tip it out of the air. But now she has got control and room to work with. Sent one towards the middle into the slot. No one there. Scoville battling with Battles. Now behind the cage. Morris looks to pick it up. He's got Ellis on her back. Outside of the blue line. Flames right there to get out. Now they're back in. Battles loses it. Now it's Scoville. Banks it off the boards. They go for a little skate. Kuzminski. Instead, it's Lefebvre dumping it out. Now Ellis goes 1-on-2. Sends a shot on. Sticked away by Girelli. On diagonally. Maya Reyes there with Kuzminski working against Lefebvre. At the blue line, they enter cleanly. Young off of the stick now of Pedham Shand. Pedham Shand 1 against 2. Takes it out wide with 5 Bulldog defenders back. Sticked away by Jesse Girelli. Scoville now on the far side. Another turnover. Here's Pedham Shand. Goes through it and one time in front. Missed by Moses. Was point blank there, but it just hopped over her stick. Patted away. Coming in front. Peebles sends a shot. Open net. Girelli sprawled out. Still no one has it. Referee's arm is up. The puck is still loose. Now it's touched. Whistle blown dead. What's the call?
Looks like they're going to send a player towards the box here. We'll see this one again as absolute madness. Multiple shots on goal. Finally, that one goes. Ilali spread out again, trying to get a cover up. But again, this is the problem. You really, really do not want to be playing against this Liberty team from the penalty kill situation.
From my angle, I can't see exactly who was in the box, but it almost looked like on the replay that they might have called a trip against Jessie Girelli. Obviously, she doesn't go to the box. We'll see what the official call is. So the Flames go back on the power play. And quickly, 5 seconds into this one, Bulldogs are able to clear it off of the skate of a player. Now Wiltshire going for a skate along with Zozia Adamek. And here's Allison Shaw hugging the boards. And a tough hit there with Nicola and Shaw. And cross-checking is the call, so it's definitely going against the player. It's Maya Reyes in the box, number 13. 90 seconds left in the power play. Flames, set breakout. Adamek still got it. Underneath the shadow of the scoreboard, enters with Beauchamp. Sends a weak shot on net and quickly covered up there by Jesse Girelli. We're going to take another look at that hit that happened there with Shaw.
Yeah, there's been a couple of these here early where it's just heavy contact, and some officials you're going to get are going to call that. These officials led the ladies' play so far tonight.
Just kind of a lot of momentum there with Shaw, the puck carrier. That went off of Jesse Girelli. Now Gregory picks it up, banks it off the boards, but it'll stay in the zone. Peebles looks to dump it down low. Stepping now is Pedham Shan battles down low behind the net, looking for the wraparound in front, and Fussy couldn't get a stick on it. Peebles down low off of the boards. Pedham Shan battles to Peebles. Sends a shot on net, block it in front before it could get to Jesse Girelli. Bulldogs are able to clear it. 47 seconds left.
This Bulldog defense playing just as well as they can. Again, you're so worried about these quick passes into the center. That's where Liberty has made their living this season. The Bulldogs doing a good job covering it up so far.
Here's Adamek on the right side. Right dot. Sends a shot on, scores! That one hit both irons and in. Top shelf. Liberty takes the lead 1-0 on the power play goal.
What a goal down the right. That just turns into a pure one-on-one. You go opposite top corner. That's such a difficult shot. And she finds the back of the net. Liberty claims a 1-0 lead. And that's just the danger of these power play situations. Bulldogs going to have to really focus on staying out of the box.
I believe we're going to have a timeout here. Timeout Liberty after they just scored a power play goal.
A little bit of an interesting timing for it. Usually that's something you would have seen later in the game, but
yeah, I'm very confused by that.
Liberty coach Chris Lowe's saw something he wanted to talk to the ladies about. So they're having a chat on their side. And for the Bulldogs, you gave up the goal there. You've been outshot 2-1 in this first period. But it hasn't felt like it for the most part. It felt like the Bulldogs have really been in this game for most of the action. But, man, you would have loved to have found the first goal of this game. You get the crowd into it. It would have been, you know, an atmosphere like no other. Now you're going to have to play from behind, at least for now.
Yeah, the Bulldogs, they're in the game. They just haven't had those scoring chances like Liberty has early on here. 3.5 minutes to go. Really, we have not had a lot of whistles in the first period. This first period moving across very fast here. Lee on the far side in front of Liberty's bench. Now Oakes. Ward at the red line, going to dump it in off of the boards. Collected by Keith. Leaves it for Adamek. And a turnover. Here's Williams with a little juke there. Gets Oakes on skates. Coming in now. Here's Nickel. And collides with their own player. They both take a tumble. Haggart goes down low. Haggart sends a hard angle. Another empty net in front. Williams didn't have the shot. Lee goes down with Williams. They keep it inside the blue line. Adamek and Williams both take a hit into the boards. Now Emerson Oakes sends that one diagonal. Scoville tried to dump it down. Instead, Craig put it on her own stick. Adamek down and behind her own cage. Hounded there by Robinson. Also Gregory Robinson shot on net. One time in front, still loose. A backhanded opportunity. Referee waves, no goal. At the blue line, Morris off for Scoville. She sends one blockered away easily by Keith. Coming inside. Here's Robinson out there for Scoville. Gregory broken up nicely there by Peebles. Now they look to break it out again. Here's Lee, just going to dump it as they go for a change after a long defensive possession there for Liberty. Turnbull met at the blue line by Lefebvre, now behind the net. Here's Shaw. Fussy. And Bulldogs regain possession. Here's Reyes. Got poke checked by a couple of Flames here. Battling for it. Reyes in front. Also with Young. Still battling. Sticks colliding.
So many great opportunities for the Bulldogs. And Liberty's just doing just enough to get by on this defensive end.
We said Liberty has had more opportunity to score, even though Adrian's been in the game. But right there were definitely the opportunities for Adrian College, as this one, icing is waved off there, as Sachel now collects. Going to send that one down. Was it tipped at the line? Doesn't matter. Goalie's going to play it. 1 minute remains in the first period. As you can see, after the first goal. The shots sat at 18-9, and now Bulldogs put up 5 shots in the last 2 minutes there. Rats. And now Ellis down and enters the blue line. Sachel off the Beauchamp shot over the crossbar. Near side, Peebles lets one go. That's going to be wide. Stepping up, Sophia Adamek meets with Wiltshire. Puck bounces around under 30 seconds. Sachel. Wiltshire shoves down Adamek. Weaving through. And now Wiltshire 1-on-2. Collides with Adamek. Goes down for Beauchamp. Nickel hounding under 10 seconds to go. Looks like Liberty will just be content here with holding until the period ends, which will be now as the horn sounds. 20 minutes up and only 1 goal in the back of the net, courtesy of Zozia Adamek with an absolute snipe there on the right dot. Her 5th goal on the year. Puts the Liberty Flames up 1-0. But if you're the Bulldogs, you have to feel pretty good so far. I mean, competing with the 3rd team in the nation, you're right in it. Had a good chance there in the last couple of minutes. What do you say going into the second period?
You got to do more of the same. You had a lot of good quality looks, especially in those last couple of minutes. Out of that timeout, you were very aggressive. You pushed the pace, and you had just chances and chances and chances. You got to find a way to capitalize on a few of these shot opportunities. And you're only down 1-0 against a team that's averaging 10 goals a game this season. You're playing really well. Problem, you're getting shut out once again. You're going to have to find some offense here in the second period and keep this crowd in it. You know, it's a fantastic crowd. Both sides of the arena, fans really into it. Good Liberty crowd here as well. Hopefully the Bulldogs can find some offense in this second period.
They've had a couple of opportunities where the puck was just bouncing around in front of the net in the slot area. Just couldn't get it on their stick to put it in the back of the net. Well, that'll do it for the first period. We'll switch sides, get the ice cleaned up, come back for another 20 minutes here with Josh Mitchell and Nathan Lindner. You're watching Adrian College TV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I can have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
As we welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, I'd like to remind you to stay connected with all the action by following at AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at AdrianCollegeTV today. Got a top 10 matchup here between Liberty University and Adrian College. Score sits at 1-0 off of a goal from Zozia Adamek late in the first period. Couple of penalties. That was actually a power play goal. late in the first period. What are you seeing here coming into the second, Josh?
For Adrian, man, you've done your best on defense. You've managed this offense pretty well, but you did give up the one goal. But you've limited their opportunities as much as you could, really. Offensively, you've had a lot of great looks. I know the scoreboard says you're being outshot 14-18, but I'd say it's at least even, if not Adrian has had more high-quality opportunities to get goals in net. They just haven't found one in there yet. Again, in this matchup, historically, if Liberty gets to 4 goals, then Adrian is not likely to win the game, historically. Last season when they played, Adrian scored in every game, but they scored 1 goal, 2 goals. And they only won 1 of those 3 games, and that was a 1-0 shutout in the first game that they played each other a year ago tomorrow. So these are the first road games of the year for Liberty. They've looked really good. You know, you're coming into a team that took your national championship crown and your streak 2 years ago. And really, Liberty has looked like the team that we thought they would be. That this is a national championship contending team. The way they're moving the puck around, the lack of penalties. They took 1 penalty in that first period, which was only their 5th penalty of the entire year.
Yeah, very disciplined team here in Liberty University, one of the powerhouse and really top of the class in ACHA, both in men's and women's. As we get going here in the second period, they flop sides. Now we're heading the opposite directions. Sends a shot on net. Now it's going to go wide. Now picked up by Wiltshire. In there with Adamek. Shaw let one go. Now behind the cage. Here's Ward. In there, Adamek sends it down below. Both players take a hard hit. Ref's hand goes up. Slow to get up is Sophia Adamek. Penalty going to go against Adrian College, and that is not what you want to see coming out here into the second period.
Sophia Adamek goes down on that far side. Trainer's out to check on her. She's already up on her feet. Going to make her way back over. Just a hard hit, kind of got tangled up. Both players went down on the far side. Hope that she will be all right.
It'll be Nadia Nickel going to the penalty box for body checking with 19:19 left to go in the period. 2 minutes power play coming up for Liberty. Dangerous play there in front of the net. Morris had it on her stick. Now Robinson going for it.
Liberty scored their first goal of the game on a power play. Bulldogs going to have to execute a penalty kill here.
Controlled behind the net by Keith. Battles picks it up, looks to break things out. She's got Robinson on her back. Battles inside, going down low. Pretends wraparound, she goes down and another hand goes up. Bulldogs are going to have to go 5-on-3 for the next 90 seconds.
Something you just couldn't have. I know you're being aggressive, trying to keep this explosive Liberty offense in check. Man, you just can't be finding yourselves in those 5-on-3s. The odds of executing successful defense here are just so low for the Bulldogs, but you got to give it a go. Going down 2-0 will be a big hole to try and climb out of.
It's Addison Scoville to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Adamek on the right dot. Circles around. Now Shaw. Slowly working here. 5-on-3. Got all kinds of room to work with. Shaw lets a one-timer go. It's going to go wide. Zozia Adamek to pick it up. Got her sister out there on the left dot. In front. Sarauer, no good. Now Shaw. 5-on-2 coming up. Shaw. Inside shot. Scores! Allison Shaw, the former Bulldog, with the power play goal, doubles the Liberty Flames lead.
And man, she's got some good representation in the crowd tonight. That just straight shot. For a player that leads ACHA D1 Women's in assists, she can shoot it as well, and the former Bulldog It's been 4 years here. You know there's Liberty fans here as well as they travel, but you know there's some Bulldog fans that don't feel too bad about seeing one of their faithful who really helped them out over the last few years in claiming that national title.
Yeah, you're happy to see her get one in the net. Really unhappy to see the Bulldogs get their lead doubled upon here, 2-0, and Flames coming back out on the rush. Here's Fussy down low, up top for Peebles. Just handles it at the blue line, down low, now battles. Right dot couldn't be handled by Fussy. Now a shot on net, blockered away. Battles picks it up. On the left hash, inside. Peebles lets one go, down low. Coming inside, Fussy with the rebound. 3 Bulldogs and a Flame take a spill. Peebles picks it up, off for Battles. On the right dot, shot, Fussy goes wide. Girelli and a Bulldog skater hit the ice. Jesse Girelli's slow to get up. Now behind the net, safe to say Allison Shaw is used to shooting on that net for sure. Now Sarauer into the middle. High scoring opportunity there. Shaw got it on her stick again. Could she find another one? Shaw shot blocked in front off of a stick. Bulldogs look to clear. Under 10 seconds to go in the power play. Scoville awaiting to get out of the box. She does now. We're back to full strength. Allison Shaw looks to break things out. Saucer pass. Instead, it's going to be Haggart. 2-on-3. Sophia Adamek goes down low, gets past Rats. Down low, stepping up. Here's Adamek. Shovels it down low near the blue line. Picked it up. Wiltshire. Hiding the board. Shaw down low. Haggart. Come together and meet. Puck finds its way over to McClinchy. Takes a shot. Was Williams bouncing around, still in front. Loose. Bobbled back out. Red sends one on net. Going to go wide. Wiltshire and now Flames with possession. They look to break things out once again. Zozia Adamek on the left hash. Broken away. Now a stick check there by Robinson, who looks to break things out the other way. Robinson takes it wide left. Gets past McClinchy. Robinson sends it backhand on net. Patted away by Keith. Down behind the cage. Robinson steps up. Got control. Hard angle. Down low. Behind the cage again. Nickel. A backhanded no look. Dumps it down in. Robinson working with Peebles. Down low. Lee is going to pick it up. Hugs the yellow dasher. And Ward look to dump it back in again. Turnbull gets a shot on net off of the skate of Robinson. Down low. Pelletier. Down and around. Nickel picks it up. Wrap around chance, backhands it in front, no good. Robinson in there with McClinchy, who loses her stick. Banks it behind the cage. Zozia Adamek picks it up. Off for McClinchy, Ward. Now has possession, looks to dump it back in again. Turnbull got it on her stick. Off the left, Turnbull and a poke checked away there by Peebles.
Bulldogs doing everything they can, just running your offense here. This defense for Liberty is just so strong.
Here's Haley Lee. Out there with Ellis. Broken up. Reyes and Young. Young going to dump it down near the red line. Picked up off of the stick of the goaltender and Keith. Now Presley Ellis. Out on the far side. Goes diagonal with it. Beauchamp beats Morris. Now she's got a free skate in front. Backhanded in front. And a good opportunity there as Ellis was there. Oakes sends a shot in off of a body and Pennant Sham.
The best passing team in the conference, showing off the magic there. Not quite able to get that one in, but you got to be very careful.
1-0. Beauchamp goes to wide right, couldn't take it on her stick. Scoville was able to break it up as she hits the ground along with Beauchamp. Ellis feigns a shot. Morrison there to block it. And they're still battling up, and there's a couple of pushing and shovings as Haley Wiltshire took exception to that.
Very physical in the corner. I thought for sure we'd see a penalty on Liberty, but not called. Instead, we had contact and a pair of players headed to the box.
Yeah, it's going to be both Wiltshire and Beauchamp. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey with Scoville tangled up with Beauchamp. Beauchamp maybe gave her an extra hand, so Haley Wiltshire, the captain for this Bulldogs team, takes exception, gives her the business after.
Refs kind of giving the explanation to the captains for both teams. They're on ice.
So we'll go 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. Both minor penalties. Here's Sachel. Down outside, Nickel. In there for Williams. Broken up in there was Battles. Now Sophia Adamek leaves it for Sarara. Eases up behind the cage, look for a set breakout. Here's Adamek. Defended by Williams, gets past her. Adamek got it on her stick, leaves it for Craig. Broken up, and now Williams looks to break it out. Lost it with Battles of the poke check. Craig, Battles on her right, gives it to her. Enters the blue line, 4 Bulldogs back. Battles weaves around Rats. Sends it back, looking for a teammate. Has found Peebles. Sends a shot on, tipped in front, still loose, and now finally covered up by Riley Jessie Girelli.
Good cover up there as she's faced a lot of shots here through the first 7 minutes of this period. You can't blame her too much for the 3-on-5 goal, or 3-on-6, but yeah, just doing the best she can.
Shot goes wide. Penalty is officially called for Beauchamp, was for holding, and Wiltshire is for roughing. Now down in the corner, Robinson tangled up with Shaw. Peebles slowly makes her way, finds the stick of Zosia Adamek, who's got one of the goals here tonight. Shaw the other. Keith behind the cage, picked up by Peebles. Now Shaw, got it on her stick. Through, past the red line. Adamek in front. Turnbull looks to break it up. Goes down around the cage. Nickel in there with Fussy, who led the team in points last year. Kosminski takes it on the shadow of the boards, near the blue line. She's got it now. Ward spins back around, looks to settle things down. Nadia Nickel saucers it wide, no one there. Oakes picks it up. Near the cage, Ward. And here's Reyes. Both teams are full strength as Beauchamp and Wiltshire. Wiltshire heads to the bench. Beauchamp on defense. Reyes with a shot blocked away. Reyes picks it back up again. On the left dot, Scoville fires one in. Blocked in front off of the body of Valentina Young. And now Lee gonna dump it back down. Craig got on her stick. Stick handles down off the boards. Pedham Shan broken up by Young. Sophia Adamek in there as well. And Reyes took her down. That one's going to be called for a cross check. Delayed penalty. Still got time. Room in front off of the crease. Still loose, and they blow it dead.
Close play there. Almost tapped back in right out in front, but another Bulldog headed to the box. We've already said a couple times, Liberty is the least penalized team in the conference, and they are fantastic when it comes to these power play goals. They've already found 2 tonight. Bulldogs going to try and prevent that number from becoming 3.
Yeah, not a good sign when both the goals during the game are power plays, and then you go back on the penalty kill if you're the Bulldogs. Fussy off of the tip over the crossbar behind the cage. Now it's Pedham Shan. In front, Beauchamp. Sticks collide and scooped out of the air by Jessie Girelli.
Liberty's done a fantastic job on all their power plays of keeping the puck on the offensive end. A lot of times you see these power plays, the defense is just trying to clear it down to the other side as often as they can and just kill the clock that way. But Liberty's able to keep opportunities happening because they're keeping it on this side.
Passing it in front. Sarauer fanned on a pass. Shaw retreats. Now Williams on her front. Banks it off the boards. Ward is able to clear it back down, and Keith will control it. Williams goes to the bench. And now Shaw. Stick weaves. Still got it. Enters cleanly. Got Oakes in front, and that one through the scoring opportunity, but no chance there for Liberty. 70 seconds left in the power play. Adamek, hounded by Robinson, hit the ice. No call. Got to stay on your feet here. Peebles through the blue line. Morris hounded her off. Nickel in there as well. Peebles runs into the referee. That's Jonesy there, a staple here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Battles. Back for Peebles. Down low. In front. Boy, you can really see the connection on those passes here for Liberty. Just connecting tape to tape. They've played together here for a while. That one escapes all the way down in front of the Bulldogs bench. Battles. Gregory right behind her. Battles with the speed. Into the neutral zone. Offensive zone. Fans on a slap shot. Got a little ahead of herself there. In front, nearing the post. No good. Shaw takes time. Sends one on. Kuzminski blocks in front. Now they'll know. Battles backhands. Shot on net by Beauchamp. Goes behind. Bulldogs full strength. Here comes Reyes to the rescue. Kuzminski can't get it out yet. Flames go for a change, so Bulldogs have an opportunity here. Kuzminski outside for Turnbull. Enters with Reyes. Shaw on her front. Poke checked away. Backhanded into the lower third. Rats on the far side. Yellow Dasher in front. Blocked in front by Sarar. Goes down low behind the cage. Couple of teams here slowing up as we near the midpoint of the second period. Shaw dumps one in, goes down to the corner. Go for a defensive change. Rats takes a hit there from Moses. Bulldogs looking to clear things out. Really haven't had a lot of offensive pressure here in the second period. It's been all Flames. Kuzminski on the far side, going to pin it up against the boards. In there with Haley Lee. Now it escapes. Craig. Tried to go D to D. That one escapes, and it's going to hit the mesh, so we'll have a stoppage in play with just under 8 minutes to go in the second period.
Back and forth, back and forth. Now the Bulldogs at full strength. You got to keep out of the box and establish some offense. The worry now is down 2 goals. You can't get too aggressive, right? You can't let this league grow more by giving them some easy transition opportunities.
Hanks off the board, still kept it in the zone though by Lefebvre. Down low, Brenna Ward has it on the pink tape, finds Williams. Weaves in and out, Beauchamp was there. Now collides with Williams. On the far side, Lefebvre looks from the middle. Got Ellis. Ellis battles now with Ward. And picked up by Nadia Nickel. 2 Flames collapse on the puck. Pedham Shand still underneath the red line there. Ward got a little time, sends it down and around. Wiltshire tried to get it. Beauchamp couldn't keep it in the zone. She takes a turn. And Haggart gonna dump it down low. Bulldogs finally get somewhat of an offensive pressure here, but they can't maintain possession. Liberty looks to break it out. Here's Zozia Adamek, dishes it off for Vortman. Excuse me, that's Fussy. Robinson, along with Pelletier, goes down low. No icing. Gregory, first to it. Try to get it in front for Robinson. Now Morris settles at the red line. Pass off for Gregory. She enters. Got Robinson near the slot. One broken up. Liberty defense too good here for the Bulldogs. Morris again. She'll look to just dump it in this time. Nearly offsides as Gregory had to get back. Now behind the cage, Liberty looks to set things up. It's Pelletier, and they go wide for Sarar. She's going to dump it down low. Morris, first to get it as a full line change here from Liberty. They come out firing. Morris, pass for Oaks. Reyes out in front, but Sophia Adamek quickly breaks it up. Battles. Got a 3-on-2. Back check is Young. Battles out in front. Leaves it for Craig. Bulldogs break it up. Lee. Excuse me, that is Valentina Young. Dumps it down near the corner. Oaks with Young on her back. Gonna dump it and go away. Now Adamek circles around. No one in front of her. Now she looks to break it out to the right side. Here's Craig, and dumped in there by Olsen. Near side corner, here's Sachel. Up near the red line, Williams. Lost control, Fussy regains it. Enters into the neutral zone with Sarrar on her back. Fussy lets one go. Wide left. Picked up by Zozia Adamek. Peebles now's control. D to D with LaFave. Couldn't keep it on the tape. Dumps it down low. Fussy last to touch it. And Rats in there with Williams. Behind the cage. Sachel for Hager. LaFave in front of her. Broken up nicely there by LaFave. Now Sarrar back on the attack. Fires a wrister in. Sticked away by the Dogs. Wiltshire pokes it out. Into the race with Oaks. No icing as it didn't get to the red line before LaFave picks it up. Behind the net again, Emerson Oaks. Dumps it off near the Bulldogs bench. Right place, right time there for Gregory. Gonna dump it down low again.
You just need to establish some possession on the offensive side. Feels like the last 4 minutes, neither team really able to get a clean offensive line going.
And that one finally blow dead for offsides. First whistle we've had in a couple of minutes there as Beauchamp miscommunication with McClinchy. 4:11 left in the second period. Yeah, Bulldogs, they're doing a good job at dumping it down there, but after that, they can't get possession. Liberty's quickly to regain it and break it back out. They win the draw. Ward over for Nickel. In front of the bench, Gregory. Turnbull battles with Adamek. That's Sophia. Broken up in front. Nickel tries to get a shot. Turnbull almost had it in the area, and she can't get it on her stick. This time it's Craig. Out in front for Adamek. Ward steps up and going to dump it back down.
That's just been the opportunities for Adrian. It's almost there. The pass almost lands and you get a clean shot, but not quite able to set it up. And this Liberty defense continues to do just enough against this Bulldog attack.
They're a bend but don't break kind of defense. Haven't given up a goal yet all year through 6 games. They've been real solid. Reyes behind the cage battling with Craig. Now Shaw looks to pick things up. Outside for Battles. Gonna go diagonally with it with Ellis. Goes 1-on-2, maybe even 3. Takes it down to the right corner. Bumps in there with Scoville. And now Beauchamp fires one on. That one hit iron. McClinchy down low. Beauchamp nearly in front. Rob Kuzminski dumps it back down behind her own cage.
Bulldogs got lucky on that one. That one was a nice shot, just the length of the puck. Wide from going in.
So when blown dead for icing with 2:40 left to go in the second period. Score still sits 2-0 after the early power play goal in the second period by Allison Shaw, her 3rd on the year. Shaw usually known more for her assists. She's got 11. Scoville lost her stick, and she's going to get rewarded for a penalty here as then a flame hits the ice.
You know, we talked about it coming in that Liberty had only taken 4 penalties through 6 games. That was the lowest in the conference. But the Bulldogs are playing physical, and they've drawn fouls. Now you go into a power play, and you haven't had very many of these opportunities for your Bulldogs. And against this Liberty team, you don't get many. You need to establish some offensive possession. And, man, if you could find a way to bring this game within 1, that would be huge.
Yeah, really bring the crowd back into it. They've been awfully silent here in the latter parts. Beauchamp out in front, nearly, but scooped up into the glove by Jessie Girelli. Bro, she scared me after popping up that quickly, but she had it in her glove, no worries.
Yeah, that looked very scary going in, especially short-handed to get that kind of a look. Big surprise there, but you still are on the power play if you're the Bulldogs. You need to get a win on this face-off and get some transition.
Yeah, they got to break things out. You got the one-man advantage. There's Fussy in front, short side, and they score! Short-handed Liberty. That's Fussy on the near side, beats Girelli on the post, and they've extended their lead 3-0.
Man, you don't see shorthanded goals. They're so rare. And it's you lost the faceoff if you're the Bulldogs, and it trickles into the back and able to defeat it around. Man, that one hurts if you are a fan of Adrian College hockey.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker. Shorthanded goal goes against you. Now they trail 3-0 with no signs of offense. They trail the shot counts 19-29 as they get one more right there. They'll finally have an offensive zone draw, second one in the power play. With 30 seconds in, they really haven't had much going.
That was the first shorthanded goal for Liberty this season. And yeah, it's just so unfortunate for the Bulldogs. Now you would really want to get something out of this power play because, man, you are running out of opportunities despite it still only being 2 minutes to go here in the second period.
And despite being on the power play, now they're going to look to break things out on a set play. Taryn Morris behind the net. Sees what she likes, and now we go. Scoville got broken up. Haggart, and that one quickly broken away by Shaw. Kosminski battles, went down low to get it. Now she's caught out of position. Morris out for Turnbull, but Shaw going to dump it back down near the red line. Gregory picks it up. Heading towards the Bulldog bench. At the blue line, they dump it down low. Shaw first to it. Turnbull coming in quickly, and that one easily ushered away by Shaw. Goes all the way down the length of the ice. Sachel picks it up. They got Fussy on her back. This is exactly how the shorthanded goal happened. Turnbull down low. Now it's Robinson. 1 minute remains in the period. 23 in the power play for the Bulldogs. And they've had, what, one shot on net here?
Yeah, it's amazing the amount of pressure Liberty is putting on. You can't even tell that they're down a player.
One time in front, saved by Jessie Drelly, and she covers it up with 7 seconds left in the power play. 41.8 to go in the second period. Boy, Liberty, again, another great penalty kill. They only had to kill about 30 seconds of their first penalty because Adrian College committed one not too long later. So special teams for Liberty Flames has just been unbelievable here tonight.
Yeah, unbelievable. 2 power play goals and a shorthanded goal. That's your storyline for this game.
So maybe one sign for the Bulldogs is that they haven't scored on you 5-on-5 yet. Back to full strength. Here we go. 30 seconds left. Flip to one in. Pawed down here by Morris. Banked off the wall. Turnover in defensive end. Oaks going to usher it down. Off the stick of Morris. In there is McClinchy. Now Pelletier going to send one down off of the tipped stick. Under 10 seconds to go. Lee on the boards. Oaks going to dump one in near the goal. That one pawed into the glove of Riley Jessie Girelli.
Good job to finish out the period in the last 60 seconds by the Bulldogs as they face, 3-4 shots there the last 60 seconds. But, yeah, just not able to get a possession, getting offense going here with 2 seconds left.
Faceoff goes behind the net. The horn sounds, and that'll do it here for the second period. 40 minutes gone, 20 to go, and the Liberty University lead is 3-0. Boy, a frustrating period there for the Bulldogs. Couple of penalties, a power play goal goes against you, and then you finally catch a break, go on the power play, and then you get a shorthanded goal scored against you. And now you're looking at a 3-0 deficit, have had hardly any possession in the offensive end. It's just been a real struggle bus here for Adrian College.
It's not just that you gave up a shorthanded goal. You know, those are often kind of a fluke thing, something like that. But you were on complete defensive, on a power play. That was a 2-minute encapsulation of this game so far. Liberty has been the aggressors. They've controlled the pace, controlled the shots. Adrian had opportunities early, didn't capitalize on them, and since then, this Liberty defense, through 6 games and now 2 periods, have pitched an entire season shutout. Cannot say enough good things about this Liberty team.
Yeah, Liberty really looking a complete team. 32 shots on net. They lead it. Adrian only with 20. The defense is great. They're connecting on passes. They're scoring shorthanded in on the power play, which is exactly what you want to see. As a coach, they're doing a fantastic job here, not letting Bulldogs have any offensive possession. They dump it in and quickly work to get it back out. They're one smooth machine here after taking the 9-hour bus ride from Lynchburg, Virginia. And after that, we got 20 minutes to go. But before that, a 15-minute intermission as we head to a break. Josh Mitchell and Nathan Lindner up here in the booth. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value and undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Adrian College has built something very special. You've created not just an academic environment, but a culture of physical excellence, discipline, and resilience. You've turned this college into a place where pushing the limits isn't the exception, it's the expectation.
We leave here with countless memories, loyal friendships, and moments that have shaped our character far beyond what we could have imagined when we stepped onto campus. So now, class of 2025, we've come a long way, and I know as we step into this next chapter, we'll step into a new exciting adventure. I know we will do so in faith, in confidence, and in gratitude. Thank you guys, and congratulations, Adrian College, class of 2025.
Welcome you back inside the Arrington Ice Arena. And just a reminder, ACTV broadcasts are fully student ran. I'd like to give a shout out to our crew tonight: Anna Kier on top cam, Audrey Evans on the action cam. Tate Wise is our director, Josh Mitchell and I in the booth. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of Adrian College Television. And here we sit, 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. Liberty Flames in full control of this one. 3-0 they lead the Adrian College Bulldogs. What can we expect from both Adrian and Liberty coming into the third period?
For Liberty, you've played outstanding defense, not just in the 40 minutes of this game, but the 6 games prior. They're still pitching in a complete season shutout through 6 2/3 games. And one of those games, this one here tonight, against a top 10 team in Adrian. For Adrian, your offense has struggled, and really it's been a feature of the entire season to this point. Still early on, but for a team that made it to the Frozen Four a year ago, trying to get back to that kind of level again this year, you're going to have to find a way to put the puck in the back of the net, and really that starts with possession. They've had very little possession of the puck. Even when they were on a power play in the second period, they were still playing defense. And that's just not winning hockey right now for this team. If you're going to try and complete this comeback, 3-0 comeback's completely possible. Just last night, the men's Division I team came back from down 2-0 against Ohio Northern for a big comeback victory in that game. This would be a sensational comeback if somehow the Bulldogs are able to start putting things together. But overall, it's got to be the mindset, get one. If you can get one, well, then why don't you try and get two for this Bulldog team. And, they've done a overall balanced job on defense. We came in talking about how this Flames offense was so focused on the passing, the assists, leading the conference. And overall, it's just been pure talent, pure possession for the Flames.
Bulldogs quickly out on the break, and that one interrupted by Fusty. Bulldogs have had a rough season to start, 3-4-2, but they've had a really hard schedule. In the first half of the season through December, this coming half, the Bulldogs play 17 out of 25 games against teams that are ranked inside the top 15 nationally. I mean, talk about testing yourself early. These Bulldogs, they want to play the best, and that's who they're getting here tonight in Liberty University. Played Minot State last weekend, a top team as well. So they're going to get used to some adversity. You're not just going to blow teams out of the water every single game.
Yeah, it's a kind of formula where if you can win some of these games and, get into pool play, you're going to have so much experience as a team playing against top competition, but you got to win some of these games to get there.
Battles with the stick movement, hits the ice, hand goes up, delayed penalty. Bulldogs are going back to the box. Jesse Girelli doesn't have her stick. Craig sends one in on net. Broken up, whistle is blown. And the Bulldogs, almost exactly like how they started the second period, they're going back to the penalty box for a tripping call this time.
Yeah, a pair of Bulldogs in the far corner immediately went over and talked it over with the referee, trying to figure out what the call was there. And it's just been that kind of game for the Bulldogs. You've gone to the box just too many times, and you've given up 2 power play goals. And funny enough, the other goal was a shorthanded goal of all things. So the penalty box playing a big role in this game.
That'll be Sydney Haggart going to the sin bin. 2 minutes for tripping, official call. Robinson down low on the penalty kill. Shaw looks to break things out. Allison Shaw underneath the scoreboard. Now looks in front. Adamek fires one off of the glove, still loose. It scores! A quick power play goal for Liberty extends the lead 4-0 off of the stick of Sophia Adamek. So the two sisters get goals here tonight.
Sophia Adamek with a great one there to put it in. Her 4th of the year. We miss it right before there, but what do you know? A clean pass right into the center to generate that look. And for Liberty, looking like a top contending team in the nation here, taking on Adrian.
Yeah, that one might unfortunately empty the little bit of section out here on the left. Looks like the baseball team was out and showing support for Adrian College, but they had a raffle going on earlier too for some kind of gift card. I think it was a gift card to ZZ's Bar and Grill down the street here, and that was announced after the second period. So after not winning the raffle potentially, and then now you're down 4-0, kind of a tough part to stick around, but most of them are still here hoping for some kind of Bulldogs comeback, even to put a goal up on the board, break the scoreless streak that Liberty has set up in their first 6 games of the year. Under 18 minutes to go, Bulldogs look to have some kind of offensive pressure. Now this one in there with Scoville in front of the Liberty bench, who seems to be having a good time. A couple of coaches laughing it off over there. And now Lee gonna dump it down low. Nickel and Scoville, but it's gonna be Beauchamp to get it instead. Pelletier broken up by Gregory, who looks to break it out. 1-on-1 with Shaw. Gregory goes wide left. Left dot, fires it in off of the shoulder of Keith. Collected up by Brooklyn Beauchamp. On the shadow of the boards, going wide left. Ward defends. That one goes wide. Gregory picks it up.
You just haven't had many opportunities if you're the Bulldogs, and when you have, you just are not able to generate those shots.
Adamek fired a shot in, but easily into the chest of Jesse Girelli, who has seen 34 shots tonight and made 30 saves. So the save percentage is going to look fairly well, but the goals against not so good.
Yeah, coming into this game, Adrian's Girelli had given up 12 goals.
Gregory by the boards again. Goes in front one time, missed by Robinson. That was the best chance of the night. And Robinson just couldn't put her stick on it into the back of the net. Near side, Adamek escapes. Nickel flips it up into the air. Adamek catches, puts it back down. 2-on-2 they go. Adamek with Fussy behind her. Adamek moves in front and absolutely decked by Nadia Nickel. Robinson on the far side in front of the bench. Fires one up into the shoulder, blocked away. We continue play as Allison Shaw has it on her stick. Moving it across, goes wide, beats Williams. Now beats Rats as well. Shaw moving in front. Over the head of Jesse Girelli. Rats nearly tried to get it out of the crease. Almost 2 goals here for Shaw. We move forward. Not a lot of whistles in this matchup. Really been moving left and right. Well, there's a whistle right there as a Bulldog hits the deck. It'll be Liberty going on the penalty kill.
Liberty now has as many penalties in this game as they had through the first 6 games combined. So Adrian's playing this game very physical, trying to draw as many penalties as they can. The problem is when they're even on the power play, they're struggling to generate shots, generate opportunities, just to try and break, like you said, this scoreless drought.
And that right there happens a couple of times where they've won the faceoff and it's just gone right between their 2 defensemen. And now we move on the attack. Williams weaving through a couple defenders. Gets past LaVave. Gregory on the boards. Williams loses her glove, but now it's pinned up on the near side board on the yellow dasher. 3 Bulldogs and 3 Flames. And now Beauchamp escapes with it. Sticked away. Nickel controls. Retreat skates. And now she looks to plan things out, but Beauchamp making her work for it. Tangled up. Beauchamp still battling.
Again, we're on the power play if you're the Bulldogs, and you're playing defense. So this is not how you usually see power plays go.
Off of the one hop from Jesse Girelli. Lets it go. We continue play. Rats moves it up for Haggard. That was Scoville instead. Down and around the boards. Going to go all the way down near the end line of Jesse Girelli. Under 1 minute to go in the penalty. Here's Kuzminski. Got room to work with. Little screen there from Scoville. Kuzminski right through the center. Got 4 defenders. Dumps it off for Morris. Goes D to D. In front, Scoville popped up. Kuzminski in there. Now Morris. Boy, Liberty just collapsing and clogging all the passing lanes. Adrian can't get anything going. Fires one in front. That one goes wide. Turnbull in there. Now on the blue line. That one escaped, so the Bulldogs have to retreat before they're called for offsides. So Liberty gets a break. They look to break it out as they kill the last 10 seconds of the penalty. Dumps it down low. Morris looking to pick it up, but Fussy quickly on her. It seems like Liberty has just had that extra step despite Bulldogs being the home team and Liberty coming off of that 9-hour bus ride. They've just been in every single spot where you've wanted them to be.
Yeah, you walk into the Arrington, you look up, you see a championship banner they felt should have been theirs.
Shot in front, blocked away Jesse Girelli. Still got it is Oakes. Up near the blue line, Craig Deeks. Oakes couldn't keep it on her stick. Go down to the corner for Fussy. Defended by Turnbull. Now she's got it on her stick. Looks to break it out, 3-on-3. Haggerty goes to the bench. Sent out off of the pad of Keith. Now low, Turnbull, Craig. Now picks it up. Weaving through defenders. Past the skate of Lee, and Ward is going to maintain control. Dishes it off for Sachel. Pass into the middle with Young. Young for Reyes, enters the zone, but got no help. Lee shoves her off the puck. Shaw picks it up. Allison Shaw got a goal tonight. Looking for another one. And here comes McClinchy. Weaves through, try to get it past the Bulldog defender, but hounded up top. Now the ladies in the white sweaters look to break it out. Reyes takes one to the head. Moved across. Girelli sticked it down. And Sachel now controls it behind the cage, but then yet again, Sauer just right there. That one scooped up by Jesse Girelli. We come to a pause.
Bulldogs doing what they can on the defensive end, but when we're at even numbers, the Bulldogs have just, except for a stretch during the first period, they haven't gotten the puck onto the Liberty end. It's just been so tough to generate offensive pressure, and really it's been a theme this entire season so far.
Off the skate of Wiltshire, now Williams. Weaving through. Pelletier defense. Wiltshire now finds with Scoville. Sends a shot on it into the slot. Backhanded opportunity, patted away by Keith.
Great look there, not quite able to find the back of the net, and it's been that kind of night. Shots that had chances just didn't go in.
Fussy shot, glove down, still loose, backhanded in front. Goes down low behind the cage. Fussy still got it. Looks for Pedamshand in front. Oaks on the point, lets one go off of the shin and escapes it up into the protective netting. We get a defensive zone draw here for the Adrian College Bulldogs.
You know, you start prepping for this game and you see on paper that Liberty leads the conference in terms of total assists. And you go in and you're like, okay, you know, we expect to see some nice passing. I tell you, the passing's been on point. The puck movement, generating shots with open space has just been phenomenal for the Flames here tonight.
Robinson into the corner. Breaks out in front of her bench. Now it's Turnbull. Tried to fire a shot on net, but it was blocked in front by a couple of Liberty players. Here comes Beauchamp. Nickel defending. In front. 3 Bulldogs whiff on it. And now Peebles. Can she get to her spot? Defended off by the Bulldogs. Stick checked away by Peebles. Keeps it in the zone. Was Moses. Now it's finally poke checked away by Nickel. But the Flames right back on it. Here's Craig. Banks it off the boards behind the cage. Nadia Nickel to pick it up. Banks it off again. Ward hits the deck, and that one going to be called dead. Chloe Moses for the trip. Bulldogs headed back on the power play, but they have failed to score on 3 power play opportunities here tonight.
You got to keep having opportunities, though. And the thing is, you're being outshot 39-24, but you've had a lot of really good looks if you're the Bulldogs. And it's just been the kind of night where the good look doesn't quite find the back of the net, and you end up with a 4-0 scoreline.
You got to hope that some good signs here for the Bulldogs tonight moving into the series finale tomorrow, and definitely a little bit of momentum moving into the rest of the season. But unfortunately, 4-0 we sit here. Just over 10 minutes to go in the third period. Bulldogs comeback looking less and less likely to happen. In front, Adamek lets one go, and a beautiful shot blocked by Nickel. Zozia Adamek, and now Williams collects. Hit off of the back of the goal. And an errant pass there by Nickel, and she knew it. Oaks gonna dump it back down behind the red line. No icing called. Nickel bounds with Fussy. Move in front. Shot goes wide. What a good look there from Peebles. And now Turnbull couldn't get anything going. Shaw dumps it down 1-0. Fussy just Girelli to beat. Fussy goes right, and she misses past the glove of Jesse Girelli. As Minsky banked it off the boards. Now Morris will collect. Holds behind her own net for a second, but Fussy was right there. Turnbull. Now Haggard. Did she look to go wide for Scoville? Instead, she retreats. Now enters cleanly. I think she's got to pass that one up before she can get anything going. Tried to take it herself. Did a little too much. Now here come the Flames. Beauchamp. 1-on-2. Fired in. Morris with the block. Haggard. Defended by Craig. Dumps it back down for Scoville. Got time. Moves it for Reyes. On her own blue line. Into the neutral zone. Now offensive attack. Reyes a little deep. Moves in front. Shot off the post again.
The story of the night right there. Fantastic plays, great moves, and it just goes short. And really this entire power play, I tell you, the pressure's been phenomenal for the Flames. We'll see that shot again. Look at this fantastic movement through 1, 2, 3 Flames defenders, and it goes just off the post.
Boy, that was the best chance for the Bulldogs with no passes. That would have been an unassisted goal there for Reyes. Liberty kills the penalty. They're full strength, back to 5-on-5 under 9 minutes to go in the game. Score still sits 4-0.
Yeah, Liberty kills the penalty, but they had multiple, 3 or 4 good quality looks during the penalty kill. I tell you, with the way that they're playing these undermanned situations, They might as well start getting more penalties. They already got one shorthanded goal. There's like multiple chances there that they could have gotten another, and if that's what it takes. I mean, all 4 of their goals have come in power play situations.
Yeah, the special teams a big factor here. And again, I don't know if you can call this a positive for Adrian, but they haven't scored any 5-on-5, so you like to think when you're full strength, you're pretty much even with one of the top teams in the country. Here's Sachel behind the net. She looks to break it out. Off of the boards. Flames back on the attack. Oaks sends one in. It goes wide. First to it is Gregory. Also in there with Sophia Adamek. It escapes the zone back into neutral. Dumps it back down. Adamek. Now Sachel. Got it on her tape. Sachel behind the net. Looking for Robinson. Flips it up. But kept in on the skate of Peebles. And Gregory just escapes off of the bench. And now Adamek with Battles on her left. Adamek in front. Battles, what an opportunity that one was. In front of Wiltshire. Got room to work with. See if she takes it. Space. Haggard on her left. Thought about a shot. Wiltshire goes down low. Poked away by Shaw. Defense is outstanding again. Battles sticks it away. Olsen looks to pick it up. At the head down, Williams was there to defend. Shaw behind the baseline. And now Battles controls. Flips it up saucer style. This time it's Nickel. Goes back to her defensive partner in Brenna Ward. And a turnover in the neutral area. And that one blown dead for offsides as Craig and Beauchamp couldn't get it in there cleanly.
For Adrian now, as you approach 7 minutes left to play in this game, down 4-0, really what you're hoping for at this point, you're just trying to get some momentum, get something that you can carry into the game against this Liberty squad tomorrow.
Ellis' shot goes wide. Yeah, for Adrian College, you really would like to see a goal put on the scoreboard. As another shot there from Pedham Shand, and an unbelievable save stretched out was Riley Jessie Girelli. She has been busy all night, seeing over 40 shots, made almost 40 saves.
Jessie Girelli, she's doing everything she can back there. Came into the night with one of the highest save percentages in the entire conference, and she's done her best, but playing shorthanded, it's not been helpful for her.
The near side boards, shot sent in, moves away. Here's Kozminski. Banks it off the boards, goes down low. Keith is able to collect it. Haven't really called her name in the last several minutes. Oaks, near side, got Fussy in front of her, got it on her stick, near the neutral zone. Scoville picks it up, right on the Bulldog A. A backhanded attempt to get deep. No good. Far side boards. 2 Bulldogs collide, and now Fussy goes back to the far side. And here's Sawar. That one pawed up and caught into the glove of Girelli. Thought she was going to keep it, but instead dumps it off for Morris behind the cage. We continue play. Scoville goes diagonally. Bulldogs got a little 2-on-1. Here comes Gregory. Turnbull coming into the slot. Gregory stops on a dime. Goes inside. Now Turnbull tied in. We escape. Craig behind the cage, under 6 minutes and counting here in the third period.
Another one of those transition opportunities that just doesn't develop into anything for the Bulldogs. You lose possession and you're just trying to get it back.
Sachel moves in cleanly. Behind her is Haggart. Sachel fires one on net right into the chest of Alexandra Keith. Been solid in net all night and all season.
Yeah, solid all season long. Again, she's only played in, this is now 4 of Liberty's 7 games. They've used a couple of their other goalies for some of their other games, spreading their experience around.
Shot blockered away by Keith. Taken control by Wiltshire. Now in the left hash. Taken away by Sarar. She moves under the shadow of the boards. Put down by Nadia Nickel. And that was Olsen instead. Olsen got it. Tried a little slap shot. Not much on that one. Here comes Ward. Shaw to take control, under 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Goes diagonally, a lot of ground covered on that pass. Kuzminski hustles to it. Got time to work with. Fussy on her head. Nickel. Turnover as Lefebvre read the pass perfectly. Goes down for Fussy, try to get it near the slot. No good, now Young. Fussy there again. And there's Sarar. Oaks. And Kuzminski going to be able to dump this one down. Goes behind the net. And here's Young. First to it. Also meeting Lefebvre. On the blue line. Shot in off of the hand of Zozia Adamek. A shot blockered away by Keith. Into the slot. No one there for the Bulldogs. Lefebvre able to pick it up. Looks to move things out. Well, Bulldogs have had a decent amount of pressure in these last minute on the offensive end. There's not a whole lot of possession to get anything going. A missed attempt on the baseball swing by Scoville. Fussy in front, shot. Pad saved. Another attempt on the reverse angle, a negative angle behind the end line. Adamek intercepts. Tried to move through, but Scoville right there. Robinson through the blue line with Turnbull. Goes down low, and Adamek banks it off the boards to Moses. It escapes, and now Sachel has to retreat. Gets it to the neutral zone and flipped up into the end is now Robinson. Will dump, and she'll go to the bench. Weaving through, here's Sophia Adamek. Gives it off to Moses. Beats Rats around the edge. Adamek running in, and Chloe Moses puts a shot on net. Easily saved by Riley Jesse Girelli.
Another save for Girelli. She's now faced 45 shots in this game. Giving up the 4 goals, but overall, done as much as she could, playing against the short-handed defense for most of those opportunities.
Peebles loses it at her own blue line. Bulldogs, little pressure here. Williams on the left, shot, patted away, and there was another opportunity on the rebound there from Williams off of the shot from Wiltshire.
Again, another play. I tell you, if the Bulldogs had scored on every high quality look they had, they would have dropped 10 goals in this game, but just another one that just isn't quite there. You still have yet to find the back of the net.
Here's Genesee Williams underneath the A, dumps and chase. Kuzminski down there with Young. Now stepping up is Nickel. Beauchamp waited for it, but didn't see Nickel behind her. Now Emerson Oaks in there, Kuzminski and Zozia Adamek. Beauchamp, Reyes, Kuzminski, Oaks now able to clear it out. Lee with a little space to work with. Back taps for Adamek. Oaks dishes it off for Beauchamp, who settles back down with Sophia Adamek up at the blue line for her sister. And Zozia, and across the blue line, here's Sarar. Puts a shot on net, blocked it away, rebound. Able to clear it out by the Bulldogs. But kept in by Allison Shaw. Dumped down low. Nickel first to it, takes it behind the cage. Swings it up and around, and it's going to escape the zone.
That was a well-positioned shot, but another nice save by Girelli.
Scoville behind the boards. Now Kuzminski loses it as Sarar was there. And Craig battling near the blue line. Shaw dishes it off for Peebles. Boy, Shaw is just a master with the stick, able to just dish it off to whatever teammate she can with ease. No wonder she leads the team in assists.
Not just the team, the entire ACHA. For most of the teams have played a relatively even number of games. A couple teams have, played more games than the others at this point.
Safe to say she leads the league in assists per game, things like that. Like a basketball term. Almost 1 minute to go here in the third period. Last chance for the Bulldogs to put one up on the board, have any momentum going into tomorrow. Turnbull, hounded by Battles, who falls down to a knee. Oaks pins her to the ground. And now Sophia Adamek got a goal on the board already. Flips it down low. They'll play the chase game. Scoville slowly to it, but she is there. And now Turnbull to break it out through the blue line, through the legs of a Pedham Shand. How low, under 30 to go. Scoville slapped away. A missed poke check there. Now Moses able to get taken off by Tyler Turnbull. Morris with 12 seconds to go. Hit off of the chest of Pedham Shand. Bulldogs just looking to escape the zone. Don't want it to get any worse than it already is. Last to touch it was Sydney Haggart, and the horn sounds. A commanding and dominating win here for the Liberty Flames. They take the opener 4-0 in regulation.
Very, very impressive. This Liberty team looks like a team that is here to compete at a national level again this season. So much talent on that team. They continue their season shutout of their opponents to this point. For Adrian College, you got to say, they got to feel like they were right on the verge of great things. A lot of good opportunities in this game. But you give up the 4 goals, and we kind of came in saying that was kind of the magic number. But, you know, we were really hopeful that Adrian would be able to find some offensive pressure. Really the thing that stood out to me was not just the lack of control of the puck for stretches of time. Yes, you had a lot of good opportunities in between there, but there wasn't a lot of controlled possession throughout. Overall for this Bulldog team, you got to feel you're right on the verge, but you got to find a way to get the puck into the back of the net, and you're going to have a game right here tomorrow against this same Liberty squad to try and do just that.
Yeah, lack of possession in the offensive zone was the name of the game for Adrian College here tonight. They lose this one on a score of 4-0 coming up for Adrian. Obviously, you got the series finale tomorrow against Liberty right here at the Arrington Ice Arena. That one, puck drop at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so a chance to redeem going to be tough after taking the 4-0 loss tonight. And then next weekend, a home-and-home with Grand Valley State, and then a single game at Michigan on November 6th coming up for Liberty. Obviously, the game tomorrow. Then they continue the road trip at Niagara University before hosting Maryville and the University of Massachusetts Amherst. That's going to pretty much do it here. You got any final thoughts, Josh?
You know, it was great to see there at the end as the players are shaking hands. Alicia Shaw came over and embraced a bunch of her former Bulldog teammates. Great to see, you know, as rivals now, but friends forever. And they'll get another chance to do battle here tomorrow as the season rolls on for the Bulldogs. And for Liberty, eyes set on raising a banner this year.
Yeah, they've won 6 out of the last 7 years. Unbelievable program. They got rolling here as they break the circle there in the middle. That's going to do it here from the Arrington Ice Arena. Final score, Liberty University 4, Adrian College 0. From all of us here at ACTV, Josh Mitchell, and I am Nathan Lindner. So long, everybody.